A guy named David in Scottsdale, Arizona, 2021 Model Y long range, went in for a routine service visit last spring and came out with a recommendation for a battery pack evaluation. The tech showed him a tablet. The estimate was somewhere between $8,000 and $15,000. David was ready to write the check. Then someone in his local Tesla owners group asked him one question. When did you last do a full recalibration cycle? David had no idea what that meant. He did the calibration that week. 3 days later, his range display recovered 34 miles. The pack was perfectly fine. He almost spent $15,000 on a battery that needed nothing but a 2-hour charge cycle. That's exactly why I made this video. There is one monthly routine, 2 minutes of your actual attention, that catches what almost got David. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing right now. Here's something worth understanding before we get into the steps. Jeff Don, who runs the battery research lab that Tesla funds at Dalhousie University in Nova Scotia, has shown that roughly 90% of battery wear happens not while you're driving, but while the car is parked. The biggest threat to your pack is time spent sitting at a high charge level, especially in heat. Not acceleration, not highway miles, just sitting in your driveway at 85% on a warm afternoon does more long-term damage than almost anything you do behind the wheel. The monthly routine exists because none of these problems announce themselves. You just wake up one day with noticeably less range and no idea when it started. 2 minutes a month catches the drift before it becomes a David situation. First thing, switch your range display from miles to percentage. The miles estimate uses an EPA formula calculated under lab conditions that rarely match how you actually drive. Climate, terrain, speed all throw it off. The percentage is what the battery management system actually sees. It's the honest number. Once you're in percentage mode, write down your number every month at your normal charge level, not day to day. Daily swings are meaningless. Month to month over 6 or 12 months tells you whether your pack is stable or quietly drifting. That trend line is genuinely useful information that most owners never track. Step 2. The overnight drain check. This takes 30 seconds and catches more problems than anything else in this routine. Before bed, note your percentage. First thing in the morning, check it again before you open the app or touch anything. A healthy Tesla on a quiet night loses somewhere between 0.5% and 1%. That's normal. If you're losing 2-3% or more with the car just sitting in your garage, something is keeping it awake. The most common culprits, according to owners who track this closely on Tesla Motors Club, are Sentry mode that reset after a software update, the Tesla app being opened too frequently. Every time you open it, the car wakes up and stays awake for nearly 11 minutes. Or a third-party app pulling data on a schedule without proper sleep settings configured. One owner in Atlanta found he was losing 4% overnight. His son had downloaded a third-party app and never set up sleep mode. That's roughly 3 kilowatt-hours every single night, cycling through the battery for no reason. Over a year, that's more than 1,000 kilowatt-hours of completely unnecessary wear. If your overnight drain spikes suddenly, check what changed. Usually it's a software update that flipped a setting back on without telling you. Step 3. The quarterly calibration cycle. You do this every 3 months, not every month. But since most people watching this have never done it once, do it this week and set a calendar reminder for 90 days out. This is the exact step David skipped. Drive the car down to somewhere between 5% and 10% state of charge. Don't let it hit 0. That's not necessary. Park it, turn Sentry mode off, and let it sit unplugged for about an hour. That idle time lets the battery management system take a clean voltage reading at the low end of the range, which it almost never gets to sample if you charge to 80% every night. Without those low-end readings, The system's estimates drift over months, and your range display starts getting creative. Then plug into a level 2 charger and charge all the way to 100%. Leave it plugged in for 2 extra hours after it shows full. That window is when passive cell balancing runs, quietly equalizing the charge across individual cells. Skip this too long and cells drift apart, which shows up as phantom range loss that looks like degradation but isn't. Tesla's 2025 software update added a formal battery health test under the service menu on the touchscreen. Start below 20%, run it on level 2, and the car produces an official state of health percentage you can track year over year. One owner with 217,000 miles on his Model 3 scored 88.5%. Researchers who've modeled Tesla degradation data project, it takes roughly 500,000 miles to hit the 80% threshold most people worry about. The myth worth clearing up. I'll keep this brief because it comes up every time. Supercharging does not meaningfully degrade your battery. Recurrent Auto tracked over 13,000 Teslas and found no significant difference between cars that supercharge over 90% of the time versus those under 10%. Tesla's own 2023 impact report confirmed it. About 12% loss after 200,000 miles, regardless of how owners charged. What does cause real, permanent damage is charging a cold battery quickly. Below about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, lithium ions can plate onto the anode as metallic lithium instead of absorbing into the graphite properly. That's a physical change in the cell. No software update fixes it. The simple habit that prevents it? Navigate to the supercharger in your Tesla app before you leave home in cold weather. That triggers automatic battery preconditioning, so the pack is warm when you arrive. One habit, permanent protection. So here's the full routine. Every month, check your overnight drain, note your percentage at your normal charge level, and confirm your scheduled departure settings are still on. Because software updates reset them. Every 3 months, run the full calibration cycle, low to full, and leave it plugged in 2 hours after it hits 100%. That's genuinely it. First time takes maybe 15 minutes. After that, 2 minutes a month. David in Scottsdale has done 4 calibration cycles since that service appointment. Pack is stable, range is consistent, and he still has the $15,000 he almost handed over. One question for the comments. What's the strangest battery behavior you've noticed on your Tesla? Overnight drain that spiked out of nowhere? Range that vanished after an update? Anything. Drop it below, because some of those stories turn into the next video. If this was useful, subscribe. We do this every week. Real numbers, real owners, nothing padded. Thanks to everyone who hit the hype button. That's what gets it in front of people who actually need it. See you next week.